Tonight on Beer Geek Nation, we're going to be looking at Sierra Nevada's 2010 Bigfoot Barleywine Ale. Hey everybody, welcome to Beer Geek Nation. I'm your host Chris Steltz, and tonight we're going to be looking at Sierra Nevada's this year's release, 2010 release of their Bigfoot Barleywine Ale. Barley wines, if you've never had one, it's a big beer. I mean, it's pretty much as big as they get. And when I say big, I mean just, high specific gravities, high alcohol, high hop content, high malt load, I mean just everything. You're going to get two types of barley wine. Traditionally, you have the English style, which is just a malt bomb, just an absolute, just malt. And then you have the American style, which has the malt like an English does, but they just load it with hops, so you get the hop bitterness too. The Sierra Nevada is West Coast beer, so obviously they're going to be taking the American approach to it. If you've never had a Sierra Nevada, shame on you. They're one of the most consistent breweries, on the face of the planet. They're just consistently good, consistently just top-notch beers, and they're pretty much, you can get them pretty much anywhere in the country, as far as I know. They're one of the easier quote good craft brews to get. So this, like I said, this is the 2010. You can still get 2009s. I've seen a case of 2008 as well. So you go to smaller beer distributors and they still have some of this stuff sitting around. This stuff only gets better with age. You're going to lose a lot of the hop characters, and you're going to get just the malt characters are just going to overwhelm hop characters. Eventually, once these get about 5-10 years old, it's basically like drinking liquid caramel. It's a treat. So do yourself a favor, get a 6-pack, stick a couple in the basement. Try them every 6 months if you want to do that. Try every year if you want to do that, one a year. But I definitely recommend cellaring this one. This is one of the best beers you can cellar. It comes in at 9.6 alcohol percent ABV. So it's a big beer. You can probably only drink one or two of these. The drinkability is not real high. It's definitely, you can tell it's a barley wine. So with that said, let's try it out. Now after opening it, as soon as you open it, you smell. It's crazy. You smell like the alcohol mixed with a citrus, just citrus and pine, just smacking you in the face. It's kind of it's a weird combination, and it's really something I've only ever experienced out of a high alcohol Sierra Nevada. There are estate ales like that too, but it's a good thing. First, I mean, just having it sit here, you can see it's a color head's like a golden color head. Really good retention, a lot of lacing, about 2 fingers worth with the pour. It's got the hop haze too, big beer, light red, dark orange, copper kind of color. As far as the aroma, yeah, it's a lot of Cascade. I think they use Cascade hops here, and you get that citrusy, really just not overwhelming, but really intense. Orange peel, lemon zest type flavors, like a citrus fruit, basically like you're cutting into an orange. It's kind of what it smells like to me. I also get a lot of piney notes, not as much as the citrus notes, and I also get a lot of the malt. Usually I don't smell too much malt in a beer. This one I do. I mean, it's a barley wine, so there is going to be a lot of that, but it's definitely there in this one. You don't you don't usually smell that in too many beers. Kind of like a roasted, like a toasted, it's hard to explain, like a toasted oak kind of smell, if you can envision that. Almost like a wood burning grill kind of smell. Not smoky, but like that oaky. Let's give it a taste. Yeah, it's a really good beer. You do get it's really sweet at first. Then as it moves kind of the back of your mouth, you get more of the bitterness from the hops. And then it's kind of a lingering sweet. Definitely, you can taste the alcohol in this one. Yeah, it's a really good beer. Hops are definitely there. More of the malt characters come out in the taste rather than the smell. I get more of the hops in the aroma rather than I do the actual taste of the beer. A lot of the bitter hops are still there, but they're masked and leveled out perfectly by the level of malt in this. This is definitely a beer that you want to let warm up a little. You're going to get more of the roasted caramel, toffee characters of the malt. And it's definitely worth kind of just sipping. So again, this is Sierra Nevada's 2010 Bigfoot Barleywine Ale. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best, I'd give it about an 8. It's a really solid beer. And like I said, if you can get yourself a 6-pack or 2, let one sit in your basement or your garage, wherever. Let it sit for 6 months to a year, and you're going to get a completely different beer, which I think you'll like. Until later, cheers.